Welcome to The Passion Pod with your host, Chris Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation.
Well, hello. Today we're sitting here again. This is on Saturday now, so the last day of the whole festival at Blue Ox Fest. I'm sitting here with, who are you?
I'm Pat Keene.
What's up, Pat?
I'm doing pretty well.
Dude, you have a wonderful mustache. Do you ever do you wax it?
No, though I've gotten the sense that I should probably try. A lot of people have told me to.
It's getting to the right length where it's just about time that it's time to twirl it. So besides your mustache, you play music, right?
Yeah,
I
do a lot of music stuff. But at the Blue Ox Festival, I played bass in the band Humbird. Among other things, I arrange things in the band, and we all have a role.
You have a bunch of different instruments you play?
Well, sometimes I'll double on synth and bass, but now that we have a fourth, that depends on if our fourth member can make it or not.
How many people are in Humbird? 3, 4?
Yeah. It's fluid, but 4.
Depending
ideally.
On the show?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you do on your own, though? You do your own music, too?
Yeah. I just play songs under my own name, Pat Keene, Keen. And yeah, I play guitar and write.
Like acoustic, kind of?
Yeah, acoustic guitar, and I mean sometimes electric, and write kind of more. It's like experimental sort of indie folk stuff.
How long have you been doing that?
I started that project in like 2015 or so.
So it's been a while.
Yeah, for sure. I've got like 3 records and an EP out.
Who put those out? Who'd you work with on those? Because you're an Eau Claire native, right?
I am. Yeah, I grew up here. Grew up playing music here. It was amazing. And yeah, it has a special place in my heart for sure.
When did you start playing guitar? Did you play in the jazz band and stuff at Memorial?
Yeah, that was my heavy stuff. Yeah, I did. I started on guitar when I was 8, but then I got really into it, wanted to do jazz guitar, and then saw a jazz bass player at the middle school
like the
Renaissance
stand-up?
Festival. Yeah, and so then I wanted to switch to that, and then I made the switch, and that's what I do now. I play upright and electric bass in Humbird, and then many other things around town and in studios and stuff like that.
How did you learn how to do the stand-up bass? Because it's not a super crazy popular instrument, and it's a super expensive one, right?
Yeah, it's decently expensive. A lot of high schools and colleges and even middle schools, schools have upright basses because schools still have orchestra programs.
Yeah, okay.
And then also, in the jazz realm, if your school has a jazz program, there's generally going to be an upright bass there. Who knows what quality it would be like, but
sure.
So yeah, you can get a cheap upright bass for $1,000, but that's real cheap.
Yeah, but who teaches you how to do it then? Because
there's a really amazing guy still lives here in Eau Claire. He's a great friend now. His name's Jeremy Betcher, and he plays. He plays in Sean Carey's band, and
I know the name, and I can't think of why.
He was my
but
teacher.
Is he on city stuff?
Upper 30s, but
is he involved in some city stuff?
City stuff?
Like parks commissions or something.
I don't know,
I feel like he's on a committee. That's unrelated, but I'm on the parks commission. I'm pretty positive I've seen his name on things before.
Yeah, he's great, and so yeah, he was. The university had such a great jazz program that it kind of fed into the Memorial thing, and so.
Did you go to college at UWC to take some of that stuff?
No,
or did you dip out right after high school?
I went out east for college. I went to a place called New England Conservatory of Music, which is in Boston.
That's quite the change then, right? From Eau Claire to Boston?
Yeah, it was. It was pretty intense, but I loved it. I was around all kinds of insanely talented people, some of the most talented people I've met in my life still. But yeah, it's a pretty cool education. I did jazz performance and got a bachelor's degree in music.
Oh, rad. And that's super useful, I imagine.
I'll tell you what, it's taken me so far. I'm still just making some money on some gigs and not on others. And sometimes I do carpentry work.
I think most people I know who do creative stuff have multiple streams of income because it's hard to make enough money off one. Why'd you end up in Minneapolis?
Well, being from Eau Claire, I still play one of the people in Humbird, Addie, she is the newest member, but we've been playing music together for half our lives. I have tons of people that I've been playing music with they've been playing music with since I was 14 or whatever. We were in jazz together and then kept playing together forever.
Sure.
And so my most recent record of my songs has Addie all over it, and and they all live close to here. And one of my friends that I met back then too was from Minneapolis, and then a lot of them moved over there, just because there's more opportunity over there. It's a bigger city. And so once I was kind of done with the East Coast and done with like the high rent, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back home to the Midwest and like hang out with people here. And a lot of people in Minneapolis too were like, man, if you move here, you'd work a lot. Like, we need bass players, and like,
yeah,
we need you, your ears, and your vibe here. It would be so cool to have you. And so
and
I've
we
been
had
there
that
for 7 years or so.
Awesome, dude. Well, I think it's a happy medium between Boston and Eau Claire, right? It's it's big enough that you can get creative stuff done, like actually find jobs, find more people to work with, rather than the same dozen that are around you or whatever.
Yeah.
Without it being way, way on the other side of the country where no family's around and it's way more expensive and all that. So what's up with Blue Ox? How many times have you performed here?
This is my first time. I've never been before, even though I'm from Eau Claire. But yeah, this is my first time playing. I remember I picked up somebody here once.
Sure.
Then they were wasted, and I was like, I had just gotten my wisdom teeth out like a couple days before, so I was like puffed up and like video gaming for like the whole time. And they like really needed a ride, so I drove, and it was just like a very not balanced dynamic.
Sure. And Blue Ox is quite the vibe, but I don't know if I was on like pain meds or something from that it would be the vibe. So what's the coolest part about Blue Ox? From your experience so far, why is it that you're going to want to come back next year?
Man, it's just really nice. Everyone here has been really welcoming, which is cool. Sometimes at festivals it can feel like
people
more
cool guy each other, or what?
Yeah, a little bit. And like everyone over in the artist tent has been cool. Just like, what's up, man? What do you do? You know? And yeah, like it's just a really chill time. A lot of the clientele that are here too, like the fest goers are all like generally pretty easygoing and like
that's the vibe here.
Easy to,
everyone's
like,
in a
around,
good mood. Well, and the music
like,
that's playing, there's like nothing angry.
Yeah.
And none of it's like egotistical music either. It's all just very like friendly, like happy. It's hard to be in a bad mood when you're listening to banjo.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's sweet. Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so let's play one of your songs, probably
Sure.
one of your just individual ones. What's a song we play on the radio right now?
Yeah, why don't you hit? There's a song called "Cell Song" off my record, off the record "Cells Remain," and it's by Pat Keen, which is me.
Dope. And how can people best find your music and get in contact with you, follow what you're doing?
It's Instagram is a great thing. I'm just _Pat Keen _. And I have a website and all that. I'm on Bandcamp and all of the streaming services as well. So
rad. Easy to find you, easy to find me. So thanks so much for coming on the show, man.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me, Chris.
Love commands in certain ways, how it stands inside the water it waves, seeping in and out of time, and every is born, ignoring the blind.
Memories are clad in reverie. Today will be one more.
Cells remain inside my bones. They refrain from any kind of change, bleeding in and out, leaving
Thank you for joining us for this episode of The Passion Pod. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you soon.